Good morning. Good morning. Coach Jay, your body transformation specialist here. As promised, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mock day for Thanksgiving. Realize this is a day to be incredibly thankful for absolutely everything that you have. And this is a day to be thankful for your loved ones. This is a day to share time with those loved ones. But also, this is a day that you can remain committed to your goal. See, the word commitment in and of itself has nothing to do with motivation because motivation is fleeting. Commitment is a solid thing that you have decided to do. It's literally like walking away from all of your bad decisions that you've made in the past from holiday to holiday, new year to new year, on your cruise ships, wherever you are, vacations, at mom and dad's, whatever the case may be. Okay, this is a time that you can realize real success and stay committed to yourself and to your goals and feel good about it because you know you did what you needed to do. Now, you do this once. I promise it's easy to do it again. It's just the first time is always that time that resets the way your brain thinks, the way your body thinks, and what it's ready for come those holidays. Okay, so here we go. I'm jumping in. I'm going right into my MyFitnessPal. So here we are. And what we're going to do, the first thing is you want to look at your body weight. Okay, if you are above 180 pounds, you're going to take your body weight, multiply it by 9, and those will be your calories to take in on this day. All right. If you are under 180 pounds, you are going to take your body weight and multiply it by 10, and those will be your calories that you will take in on this day. All right. Not to get into the deep science of it, just take my word for it. All right. Because I want to keep this video smooth, sweet, and fast. Now, the next thing is adding your food. So what do we do on the holiday, specifically Thanksgiving? Well, what we do is we have turkey, right? So we're going to put in turkey. I would highly, highly recommend that you choose the white meat. So let's just say turkey breast. Highly recommend that, okay? But if you're not a turkey breast lover, that's fine. You can also do dark meat, but I highly recommend turkey breast. It's higher in protein, as well as you can have more of it, i.e. it's more satiating, okay? So turkey breast. So we look at all of the different options that we have. Now, it does not matter what you actually do, okay? So if you have a completely different turkey than what I'm about to select, that is completely okay. I'm just going to choose the most kind of like easy one and the most general one. So let's just say turkey breast from Walmart. That's pretty general, right? So in general, if you open up the palm of your hand and you look at the palm of your hand, the size of your palm in general is going to be a protein serving. You want to have 2 of those in a sitting, okay? So 4 ounces roughly covers the palm of most people's hands. Some people, it's 4 to 6, but you're comfortable with saying 4 ounces. It doesn't change it too much. So even if we go like here and we say 1 ounce and we say 5, see, it doesn't change the protein that much. It's not a really big deal. It changes it roughly 5 grams of protein. So we're just going to say 4, okay? Now, the key is, because we're going to have 2 of these, right? 2 servings, because you're going by what I'm asking you to do. 2 servings, you just do it like that, okay? It's 200 calories. We put it in here. Again, it doesn't matter if this is exactly it. This is a rough estimate of what you're having. And if you are at least tracking this, if you have data to actually give, it doesn't matter if you're off slightly. Even if you have different ingredients, you use different oils, none of that stuff matters. What matters is you have the data, and what matters is the psychology behind the tracking. Now, you're not going to be taking out, your food scale, because that would be weird right in front of your family. But you can easily justify this based off of your hand. That's why I gave you the 2 servings. Looking at the palm of your hand completely open, that's going to be your protein. That's going to be roughly 8 ounces of turkey. breast, right? If you have a turkey leg, that would be 2 turkey legs. If you have turkey thigh, that would be the same thing. Cover the palm of your hand. But we're going to focus on breast because that is the healthiest and it is the best way to go when we are trying to focus on protein. Now, let's go to the next thing. What can we have? Probably stuffing. Some people eat dressing, all right? So we're going to say stuffing. So if we look at that, what comes up? All right. So they're from all different kinds of places that you can get. All right. And what I recommend here is finding the highest calorie option. The highest calorie option. Okay. If you choose the highest calorie option, if what you are eating is lower, guess what? You win. It doesn't matter. And what I'm going to recommend here is that you're taking in half a cup per the sitting, okay? Be strong. Taking half a cup per sitting, all right? So if we go ahead and we say, let's see, the highest one here, 352, I really think it's going to be, 352 is going to be the highest one. So I'm going to put in here stuffing, homemade, okay? And this homemade stuffing, we see all of the stuff, it's all there. And we're going to choose half of this cup. So 0.5 of it, boom. And that is our serving, okay, for the stuffing. What you want to do is you want to think of carbohydrates in the form of a cupped hand. So if you were to cup your hand, it would roughly be half of a cup. Now you have to think wisely on this, okay? You have to decide what carbohydrate you're going to take in that sitting, okay? It could be the stuffing, it could be macaroni and cheese. It doesn't matter which one it is, but you choose one only per sitting. I cannot recommend this enough. One only per sitting. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't have another meal because, again, you have all of your calories left in your day. And we've already described how to do that and how to get in the proper amount of calories in that day. And once you see that you've hit those calorie numbers, you're done. You can't eat anymore. You drink water, you drink tea, you drink things that have 0 calories to it. So make sure that you're roughly putting about 4 hours in between your meals if you can, okay? Now, again, you don't graze all day in Turkey Day. This is what gets people in trouble. What you do is you have a solid meal. You get to the point where you are satiated, you are not full, and then you wait 3 to 4 hours later, and then you can have another one of these meals, and you can choose different carbohydrates, okay? So that is how it works. But now we also have to have some fiber here because fiber is very satiating. Now, some people, they have the option of having a salad. Choose a salad. That's a wonderful option. Now, we could break down a salad, but I don't think I really have to. But if you have, let's say, greens, okay, greens, spinach, something like that, or some form of vegetable, in this case, we're going to say greens. So, collard greens. Okay, so if you have some collard greens, of course, this is going to be different based off of what you have. If it's collard greens and neck bones, what do we find with that? Let's see. Okay, so we can do kind of a split of this. Let's just say it's collard greens and neck bones. So pork neck bones, we're cool with that. Let's say it's 4 ounces. Again, if we're slightly off on the calories or even really off on the calories, as long as what we're taking in is lower, it really doesn't matter, does it? Okay, so we'll say that. And then we'll also put the collard greens. Do you see how I'm breaking this down? It could be collard greens, it could be mustard greens. All of that stuff happens over the holidays. If you're African American, of course, whatever culture you're coming from, it's your vegetable. Okay, I'm putting in collard greens here because this is probably what I'm going to have. So what you're looking for is you can do this easily in the form of a cup because if you look at vegetables, you're looking at the size of your closed fist, okay? That is roughly a cup, okay? So we're going to find, again, the highest option here. Okay, I'm going to put in this one here. This is the highest option for sure. And I'm going to put in 1 whole cup. Boom. So then that would be 1 meal. Okay, as you see, that's 973 calories. Now, it may be less. It probably is less, but it doesn't matter because the key is that you justify based off of what you're seeing, because what you're seeing correlates to what you're going to do. It just keeps us hyper aware over the holiday. Now, if we see this also allows us to make better choices, doesn't it? So if we have this amount of food already, can we then go and have some pie? Probably not in every single meal, right? Okay. Specifically, if you're under 180 calories, it's going to be pretty difficult for you to have some form of dessert every single meal. Pretty difficult. If you're above it, you might have a little bit of room to have a small portion of maybe some apple pie or some sweet potato pie or some pumpkin pie, what have you. But for this case, I'm just going to put it in once, okay? So we're going to say sweet potato pie. Again, if you like pumpkin pie, you can put that in there. Again, we're looking for the highest option. You basically get the point. You could literally stop this video now, okay? Because the goal is not to exceed the calories that I've given you and to literally put in everything that you eat. This is doing things in a sense that is close to, not exactly, okay? And this is going to be very effective no matter where you are on earth. This is very, very helpful to do this. When I started doing this, I would literally come after each holiday leaner, or wherever I was on earth, I would do the same thing and I would come out leaner. And we're talking about on cruise ships as well. We're eyeing these things, right? And we're using the justification of our hand as the measuring system, and it helps immensely. And then we choose the highest number out of the calories that we can find for the one that we are literally looking at. Okay, so this is going to be a normal sweet potato pie, so I couldn't really, select pecan sweet potato pie. That would be wrong, but that is the highest option. See, you want to just get a normal sweet potato pie because that is what it will be, and specifically, it's going to be a slice. I'm trying to find a slice here. But in general, again, it's just the highest option. So we're going to say, because we're going to do a slice, but we're still going to choose the highest option. And that slice, make it small, make it just something to satiate you, say that you did it. It's the experience that you are looking for, okay, that you don't have on every single day basis. This is why people mess up immensely, because they taste something that is hyper palatable, can't even say it. So something that is really, really good to your senses and to and to your taste buds. And then we go nuts because we haven't had it in a long time. So doing things this way, just choosing the highest option and then making the smallest slice of what it is that you want, absolutely your calories are going to be lower than what you're actually putting in from MyFitnessPal. This is so genius. You try this once, and I'm telling you, you're going to lose body fat over the holidays. So I'm just going to put this one in here. Boom, just like so. So now we see, look at these calories. They're creeping up here. So you individuals that are, let's say, under 150 pounds, you may already be done with your day. But guess what? In general, you would have come back for another meal, wouldn't you? So you have to be careful. This is how we justify this day, okay? It is that freaking simple. But if you are above 180 pounds, you still have room easily. Okay, if you're above 150 pounds, you still have room easily in this scenario that I'm showing you here. Again, when you hit those calories that I told you to hit, you must stop. That is the key. You can do it again the next day. That is completely fine. If you want to have a couple of days where you're having this food, that's cool. But you are going to lack nutrients, all right? It's not the healthiest thing to do. You're probably going to feel like crap. You're not going to produce energy, all of those fun things. So you make the decisions based off of what you want to produce. If you are looking to lose body fat, this is what you have to do. If you want to have good energy, if you do not want to feel like a zombie when you go back to work, this is what you need to do. You need to do these things based off of your commitment to yourself. It is that freaking simple, all right? So whatever it is that you're going to have over the holidays, you're going to take this simple rules, these rules that I gave you, okay, and you're going to do this per meal, all right? You have your protein, that is 2 palms completely opened up. Then you have your carbohydrate, that is only 1 serving of the carbohydrates, that is a cupped hand, that comes in the form of half of a cup when you are eyeing that. And then you have your greens or your vegetables. That would roughly be 2 fists or roughly 1 cup. For some people, if you have really, really big fists, then that would be 2 cups for others. You can also do 2 cups in general for the greens, for the vegetables, because it's not going to add anything bad to you. So 1 to 2 fists or 1 to 2 cups as you're eyeing that out for the vegetables. And then finally, when you're looking at dessert, you're going to have a very small slice, just enough to get in the taste in your mouth, to have the experience that you haven't experienced on an every single day basis. And you're going to justify this by going to MyFitnessPal and choosing the highest calorie number that you can find for that which you are doing. If it is sweet potato pie, you select sweet potato pie and you find the highest calories for it. If it is pumpkin pie, you select pumpkin pie and you select the highest calories for it, and be as accurate as you can in terms of what you are selecting for that. So if it's sweet potato pie, don't then put sweet potato pie praline as your selected food that you're searching in MyFitnessPal. Select sweet potato pie. You get what I'm saying. You guys are very, very smart. So this is how I do it. This is how you do a mock day for any holiday, mind you. Use these skills, okay? This is a skill set, all right? The reason people are lean is because they have skill sets. They have parameters and guidelines that they follow that mean the world to them because their goals are more important to them than the detriments of not having a ton of food and literally being a wildebeest the next day, putting on 5 to 10 pounds, which absolutely can happen. A lot of people over the holidays will consume roughly 15,000 to 30,000 calories. It's insane, but that's why they gain weight. It's no secret behind it. It's simply numbers. It's a number game. So doing it this way, you are taking a very, very, very awesome tip that literally is going to keep you lean every single holiday. If you are committed, commit right now to yourself. Say, I commit to doing this. Literally say it right now. I commit to doing this for myself because my goal is more important than my mouth and what I put in it. Do not be a glutton over the holiday. Take these rules seriously. These are parameters and guidelines set by your loving coach. Do them and come out a victor. All right? Let me know if you have any questions. Sorry that this video is long, but this is something very, very important to understand. If you have questions, again, questions are awesome. Ask me. Ask me. I may not get back to you on Thanksgiving. If I'm with my family, I'm not picking up my phone. Or if I'm busy, I'm not picking up my phone. But ask me the questions and I will answer as soon as I possibly can, because I know this is a very, very important day to really kick butt when you are on a very specific path. We'll talk soon.